Minecraft 1.20 pre-release 3 is now here. Pre-release 3 brings no new technical changes or no new changes. It is literally just focusing on bug fixes. There was a bug where slow falling, leaping, and also levitation potions wouldn't be applied to ridden pigs, ridden horses, and also ridden striders. This is now no longer the case, and if they are being ridden, as you can see, the actual horse themselves and the player will now get, oops, if we can actually get this on. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, the horse and the player will now actually be given the effects. If I go away, you can see the particles are still displaying around the horse. There was also a bug where if a entity that was being ridden, so once again, pigs, horses, or striders, if they had the slow fall effect, fall damage would still apply, even if they had the slow falling effect. So let's quickly just place a pig right there. Let's put a saddle on it. Let's give it the slow fall effect if I can. Yep, there we go. And let's now ride it off the edge. And as you can see, no fall damage is taken, although it didn't actually seem to fall. The pig didn't seem to fall at a slow pace, because as you can see, this is me falling with slow falling. It's quite slow, but it does get you down quite quickly. If we now give the pig slow falling and get on it, let's also go in survival mode to see if we take full damage. Okay, there we go. Now it's falling a lot slower. That is more like it. So as we land, as you can see, neither do we or the pig take full damage now. There was also a bug where horses that were saddled, so if you had a tamed horse that had a saddle on, if they had the levitation effect, they could infinitely have that levitation effect. I don't exactly know what caused this, but it literally just specifies in the patch notes, saddled horses could retain levitation. So that is now fixed and they should no longer retain it. It should now wear off in its normal pace. Before we jump into the rest of this video, I do quickly just want to mention, I have released a data pack that adds recipes to duplicate pottery shards. As you can see, you can duplicate them like you can with armor trims, but using bricks and one of the pottery shards. Now yesterday, I did upload a video on this and also another data pack. So check that video out, it will be linked in the description. And also check this data pack out, as it is really useful for servers or worlds with limited borders. But anyway, let's jump straight back to the video. Now there was also a bug where the less recent attacker was credited for a kill. What this basically means is if you was to punt something and then have something else kill that pig, there was a chance that you would be credited for the kill when you didn't actually kill them. This could obviously be used for some sort of farms, but it has now been patched and the credit for the kill will now be given to either the recent attacker, or if that recent attacker's timer has gone down, it'll be granted to whatever kills it. It don't actually specify why this was a bug or what caused the recent attacker not to get the kill and the older attacker. I'm guessing it's something to do with the timers that are obviously hidden behind the screens of when someone hits. Because I think after you hit something, you have like, I don't know how long it is, but you have a timer until you are then no longer a recent attacker. There's also a bug where if you was actually to teleport a entity across somewhere, the player riding it would be jittered. As you can see, wait, why did that spawn another pig? Oh, it's because we teleported all pigs. So as you can see, it now shouldn't do that, and it now actually teleports the player quite well. That one did die. Let's now use this one as the example. But yeah, as you can see, we are teleporting quite well. So there's actually two bugs with this teleporting. The first one says if you're sitting on a mob with stacked mobs, so you do the /mount command, it would jitter the player. And if you was to teleport a player that was riding an entity, it didn't work well. That is all the actual patch notes say. It didn't work well. I don't exactly know what that means, but as you can see, we have just tested the teleporting, and it seems to work fine. I have no clue if it's changed long distances. We can actually maybe just quickly try that. Let's try and teleport ourselves 1,000 blocks in one direction. And okay, we seem to be falling through. But eventually we do teleport fine. Okay, so that seems to be fixed as well. There is also a fix inside of this pre-release. Iron golems would cause particles to play even if they weren't colliding with blocks. So I don't exactly know what that means. I'm guessing it would be walking particles maybe. In the last snapshot, or the last pre-release, we actually covered the change to boats. Boats now are not dispensed in the dispenser when dispensed. Now, as you can see, we tried this, but the dispenser didn't seem to dispense them. It just threw them on the ground. And that is because dispensers actually check before dispensing boats to see if there is a water source in front of them. Now, this is something I didn't know. So that has now been obviously thinged. And the change in this snapshot is that dispensers placed boats at the wrong height. So as you can see, it now seems to place them at the top of the dispenser. I have no clue where it placed them before, but it's kind of annoying that dispensers only place boats if there is actually water in front of them. So they place it if there is air. Let's quickly just try this, because I'm pretty sure I did see a lot of people using this for like pranks. So yeah, it doesn't do it with air either. Maybe that's changed, or maybe they did have water near it. But yeah, the patch note here is the boat's height has been adjusted. Okay, no, it seems to actually dispense the bottom of the boat at that hole now. And the final one within this pre-release is some alternative recipes inside of the crafting table. So ones that are grouped up, like the boats, they wouldn't appear grouped up or upon right clicking. So that has now been fixed, and every recipe that has a multiple recipes, you can now see by right clicking on the recipe, as you can see. So taking a quick look at the actual patch notes, as you can see, this is all that's new. This is pre-release 2, which we covered last week. There are some bug fixes that I didn't mention. For example, incorrect textures can sometimes be displayed. No clue what that means. I have no clue why that would be the case, but that has also been fixed. You then have markers, interactions, and display entities can prevent pressure plates from deactivating. The word occurred is misspelled as occurred within 2 realm strings, so it seems like it's missing the second R. The keyboard unknown string has wrong capitalization inside of the keybinds menu. That is it within this pre-release. There is literally barely anything, and the bug fixes are pretty minor. That is it for 1.20 pre-release 3. As you can see, it is a very small one. I expect we are getting really close to the release. Once again, there is still no release date for 1.20. Hopefully that will come soon-ish. But if you enjoyed, do leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Bye.